rocket like rocket fuel.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. 180.
Right there, 40's Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
Now Leonard Fournette. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Bandit. Chance.
Here's Foles. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, and it's 3rd and 4. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Foles. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
That's good for Jaguars. First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Be alert, be alert.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Foles. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
That's good. For another Jackson. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Army. Check motion.
Yes, sir.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Mike's 40. Hey, tight.
Hayden Cole.
On 2nd and 9, Foles. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Whiting.
Here's the party now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. It'll be a pickup of 16 at a Jet. First down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Jets.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Check it out, please.
6-yard line.
Hayden goal. Hayden goal.
57, come on.
Now Fournette. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
53, Mike, 53. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Mike, 53. 53.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
That's good for a Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Check. Lucky.
Tiger.
Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Point after, right down the middle. These two teams all tied after 1.
To 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Watch the safety creep.
Hey, solid one. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant.
2nd and 5. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. I got you.
They'll run it with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw is Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
We got this.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Here we go.
On 2nd down and 4. Foles. The open man is Westbrook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Let's go. 57.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Taken down back at the 42.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch. Mike, 57. We got it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Foles. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Me and you. It's just me and you.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Darnold down to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Ficken's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First down, New York.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Bell. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Telvin Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Darnold. Staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Telvin Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner. Now, allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready to break. Mike, 57. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go.
On 1st down, McKinnon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice.
And what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
60 outlaw. Hey, let's get in that hole. Mike's 57's Mike. And watch it go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Past the 20. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Minshew gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Minshew, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check 99. Check 99.
6-6. Bullet high.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And his throw here is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside
On the ready.
and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Go.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Steve McClendon able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Minshew. There goes a deep ball. It got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. They can't hang, lady. Keep going up.
Here's Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Darnold. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Henry Anderson. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge. That one, maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Jump around, lady.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 40 seconds.
Darnold. Anderson a first down and more. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
It's a gain of 23.
He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Again, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
65, 65, 65. Red 80, red 80. Red 80.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brian Poole, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
44 is the mic. Check, 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 check. Hey, lady. Check, clock.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the fly. Watch the fly. Motion. Block.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Set 50, plant.
Check. 53's mine. I got you, boy. I got you. Hit it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he's taken down inside the 30. So it's a victory here.